Well, I was wondering about my nephew's wife. They divorced about 2 years ago, and she was supposed to pay child support. Okay, she doesn't pay it. And she, at first, was going to just leave the children and not even have anything to do with them or anything. And then she decided she would get them just on the weekend. But she doesn't pay anything. She doesn't buy them anything, no clothes. She doesn't pay anything for, as far as any of their ball games. She signs them up for all these ball games and all these things, but she doesn't pay anything. So I was wondering, he keeps saying he wants to save that for a rainy day, but do you think that he could garnish her wages?
Okay.
Well,
Familiar problem.
Well, it is a very familiar problem, Kirby. Whenever someone has divorced, the judge will actually order child support issues. They will say how much the person has to pay for child support and how it's paid, because there's a thing, you mentioned garnishing their wages, it's called an income withholding order, which is similar to a garnishment. It comes straight from their check. And also, in reference to the visitation, the judges will outline when a person can visit the child, whether there's overnight visits, whether there's supervised visits, and they can be held in contempt if they don't follow those orders, which is very common in divorce cases where a person is not paying child support as they should. That person can go to the courts and ask them to force that person to pay child support, which actually tacks on interest if the person does not pay timely.
Eric, if somebody's not paying child support, can a parent refuse to allow them their custody rights if they're not paying their child support?
They're two totally separate issues, and that is something that we see all the time, where a parent will say, well, they're not paying child support, so I won't let the child go for the weekend. They're two separate issues. So the parent who is not allowing the child to go for the weekend, then they will be in violation of the court order, and the person who's not paying child support would be in violation as well.
So they both get in trouble.
They both get in trouble, in big trouble.